Hello, saxophone friends, and welcome to the Saxophone Workshop. My name is TJ Spencer, and I will be your host. Today I'm going to give you 3 tips on how to be a better soloist. Let's get into it. Tip number 1, have control. You don't want to just throw up a bunch of notes and hope that they stick. You want to really look at the chord structure, come up with a melodic direction, and have control of your soloing. Too many times I've seen saxophone players just throw up a bunch of notes with no direction. This usually happens in the amateur and younger players, not so much in a professional player, but it's important to have direction in your solo. So have control. Tip number 2, use space and separation. It's okay to have a little silence in your solo. Let your listener wonder what you're going to play next. I have heard solos where there's a couple notes. I've heard solos where there's a bunch of notes. I have heard solos where there's a couple notes and then a break and then a bunch of notes. So there's any way you can build a solo and put it together, but keep in mind it's okay to have a little silence as you play your solo. Tip number 3, you gotta listen to your rhythm section. That's a key component. From feeling the beat to listening and hearing what your piano or bass player are playing. It's important to listen to your rhythm section because they can tell you a lot of where the solo is going to go, or maybe they have a little interpretation that they're putting in and you can play off of their riff. So it's important to listen to your rhythm section. In the recap, I've given you 3 tips on how to be a better soloist. Have control is number 1, use space and separation is number 2, and number 3, listen to the rhythm section. I'd like to thank you for taking the time out of your day to listen to this episode of Saxophone Workshop and learn a little bit more about the instrument. Additionally, I've also created a sight reading checklist for you. If you'd like to download this, I'll leave a link in the description. Just click on that and download your free sight reading checklist. Again, my name is TJ Spencer, and this is Saxophone Workshop.